I believe nuclear war is coming to the United States of America. China is strategically positioning itself along with America's enemies, Russia, nuclear-armed Iran, and others, in my humble opinion, based on the information I know, all the studies that I've done over the last decade are positioning to strike American soil in the very near future. The U.S. just labeled China a currency manipulator.
U.S. Treasury Department now designating China a currency manipulator.
Do not underestimate those choice words by the President of the United States, the administration, and more importantly, Wall Street. This is, and we learn this from history, a declaration, an act of war. This similar declaration was instituted against Japan before the bombing of Pearl Harbor and the entrance of World War II. And now, we're not seeing history repeat, but as Mark Twain said, we're seeing it rhyme. America's enemies know that our time here is running out. They know that the American government needs a way to reset their massive debt, of which the Chinese own trillions of dollars worth of treasuries that they've been selling off covertly, is now starting to leak out to the American public, so that they can divest from the American petrodollar into a new world currency backed by the renminbi and the yuan. This is a very serious message to the American people that time is of the essence, and many of you tuning in are ill-prepared and not taking these warning signs and risks seriously. Look, what we see on American city streets right now, the division, the hate, the vitriol being propelled by the radical leftist mainstream media is meant to put forward more division, to create hate, to invent a new boogeyman, so that you're so busy tuning in, fighting the other side, you don't see the bomb about to go off. I have family out in the islands of Hawaii, and Tulsi Gabbard even talked about this, U.S. Congresswoman. Not too long ago, there was a false alarm in the Hawaiian Islands that an intercontinental ballistic missile was about to hit with a nuclear blast and completely exterminate millions of people in that area. I've talked about this. I don't think that that was a mistake. I don't think it was a fat finger. I think it was a test. Just like the United States arguably knew, if you study your history, that the attack on Pearl Harbor was coming before it did, I think they know now that a nuclear attack is coming to the United States, but they're not going to tell the American people about it until it's too late. Again, I'll close with this. I strongly believe, based on the information that I know, my sources, my studies, and really my own instincts, that a big event is about to hit the United States. I don't know when, I don't know where, I don't know necessarily how it's going to happen, but I do know with 100% degree of certainty that the American dark state needs an event like this to propel and push forward the real agenda worldwide. Get this warning out to the American people. Do your part. Support us at AMTV. You will not hear this information anywhere else, and nobody's going to tell you this information but us.
So wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. All right, let's get into it. Shalom, Israel, Shalom. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah Barakatah. Let's get right into it. So we see Christopher Green. The cracker white devil, the infectious parasitic bacteria known as the Edomite. Okay, breaking it down to you, letting you know his society is about to fall. Well, how? From nuclear destruction. Thermonuclear destruction shall be the end of America, because the weapons of the Lord's indignation are coming to destroy the whole land. How ye for the day? I thought you said build a hatred in your heart for the white man. I thought you hate the white man. And I do. But guess what? I said utilize your brain. Be smart and use wisdom over everything. People, let me tell you something. These devils, these reptilian, human hybrid, infectious cave dwellers that I'm surrounded by hate my guts for everything that they got. But guess what? They don't take their eyes off me. They've been studying me ever since I came out of the womb. Getting what I'm saying? Problem is, you want to, you know what I'm saying, hate the white man, still have white friends and all that, and still be in the truth at the same time. No, there's a difference between that. I'm studying these. I'm writing a paper on these niggas. Not even for school, just to do it. But I don't let the hatred in my heart override my logistical system in my brain that tells me, hold on, know your enemy. The Lord is a man of war. So guess what we do in war? After we kill the enemy, we get logistics on him. We go do reconnaissance and study what he's been up to, how he thinks. Because that's what they did to us. And that's how they know they seduce your ass and what to say to you. For 400 years they had you, and 500 years for Northern Kingdom had you in slavery. So they know what to say to you to seduce you. Because they don't take their eyes off me. 24/7 constant surveillance and harassment. But guess what? I still hate these damn cracker devils. But listen to them tell you what, you know what I'm saying? Listen to them tell you what's about to happen. And notice the man talked about World War II just like I did in my last video. Because on August 8th, Hiroshima, August 9th, Nagasaki was bombed. Okay, in 1945, World War II. Now, behold, the second world come. Yes, right. The second war was passed, but the third war come quickly. Third World War is coming. It is here right now. Look at Hong Kong. Look at China. Look at Russia. Look at Syria. Look at the whole world. Look at France still in our anarchy. What's going on? It's over. That's what it is right now. The system's coming down now. And also take note that our slavery was documented to have begun at 1619, August 20th. And also remember that God says, I'm going to cut those days short. You see what I'm saying? You're going to serve 400 years. But guess what? I'm going to cut those days short. I thought it'd be 50 years short. But now it's talking about, if you're looking at it, now it's going to be a couple weeks short. You know what I'm saying? Because the 20th, okay, was when slavery officially started 400 years ago in 1619. It's 2019 now. Take note. And these devils know it. It's been actually longer than 400 years because Northern Kingdom, like I just said, 500 years, 1492 to now. Okay, that's Israel. Okay. You got that hate in your heart? How are you going to make it to the kingdom of God? What are you talking about? You don't have hate in your heart? How are you going to make it to the kingdom of God? The day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemer has come. God hates these damn devils. He says in Psalm 7 that I am angry with the wicked every day. We're blaming God. I'm a target and I'm going through this and I blame God. What do you blame? You blame God. Nah, man. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covers the face of the judges thereof. Okay, so it's the devil that's doing this. It's been given over into his hand for a time and a time and a dividing of time. But guess what? That time is over. That little season that it says in Revelation 20, that little season that the devil has going out to deceive the nations, it's up. It's over. So stop blaming God. Look at your enemy. Look at your oppressor. You know what I'm saying? You can't teach me nothing, lady. What you need to do is get into them scriptures. Start following the commandments. Get a dress on with your fringes on. What you need to do is stop eating pork, and then it'll stop attacking you and stop having that power over your mind. Keep God's laws and live, Israel. Otherwise, die. The beginning is near. Shalom.